Well, hey guys, it's Vanessa Bream, it's Ray Thompson, it's the Angler News KZN Fishing Report, and this is one beautiful day, Ray. We've had
Absolutely.
rain for the last couple days.
Yes.
We got rain coming up for the next couple days.
That's right.
But we've got sunshine to bring you the fishing report.
Good. One of the few days we're going to have that's lovely.
Exactly. Now, guys, let's start it off. This show is proudly brought to you by the Kingfisher CMH Photon in Pinetown, GPS Plastics, and Clone Lures.
Yes.
So, Ray, the fishing this week, it has been pretty good, considering how awful the weather has been looking. The guys did get some fish, which makes me reiterate our podcast we did last week that you can fish in any weather.
Of course you can.
So, you know what? Although the weather is looking the way it is, if you haven't heard our podcast, Ray goes on to say that no matter what the weather conditions are, you can catch something.
Fish, yes.
And you'll be surprised what the outcome can be. So if you don't listen to it, it's on ecr.co.za under the podcast tab. Make sure to give it a listen. But now, for this week's fishing report, there has been some fish. Now, let's give the guys a heads up as to what happened in Transkei, because you've got some word from the compoys.
Yes, well, not really the compoys. A couple of our mates went down to the Transkei there. They had excellent fun catching cob.
Oh, yes.
And catching reggies. So the reggies are here. When I hear reggies are here, I get excited because I know summer's here.
Summer's here. We can feel it. We can feel it. He's got his shorts on already. We got shades on. We got the caps on. Summer's here.
Well, lovely weather. That's why. So they got a couple of reggies down there at Port St. John's. They got quite a few cob, which is nice. All on live bait, of course.
Is that one of those cob that Karusha caught?
Yes.
Oh, it was a beauty, eh?
She
beautiful
got a couple.
fish.
That was the one photo you saw. They got a couple of nice fish. She's doing well. She's doing extremely well with her fishing.
Yes.
And of course, old Benny fishing with her there. He got a lovely rugby.
Benny's always a legend, man. Come on.
No, he catches fish.
All right.
Puts a lot of time and effort in.
That was Transkei. Now down the south coast, we were looking at those images from Adam. Lots of bream.
Lots of bream, yes. And nice bream too. Those fatties.
Fat ones.
Those 3-4
those are fully grown bream over there.
Yes.
There were a couple Kalyun in the mix.
Yes.
The divers saw a lot of Kalyun. Whether we can get them off the beach, lucky packet on that one.
Yeah. A lot of cob as well. A lot of those small cobs still around. A lot of little kingies pitching up in the estuaries and that, the rivers, the estuary areas.
Yeah.
All on light tackle. So
and the offshore side is starting to pick up down the south coast as well.
Well, you know that Shelley Beach area.
Yeah.
we know that place.
We know too well.
No.
All right. Now, moving down to Scotbury, you were telling me once
Grey
again.
sharks, sandies, obviously with the conditions that we had on Wednesday, Thursday. When was it? Thursday? Wednesday, Thursday. It doesn't make a difference.
Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, there were quite a few fish down there. Also, some nice blacktip kingies picking up in that Umgababa area. They're around.
Yeah.
Not a lot of shad for this time of the year. This is the time that we normally get a lot of shad, and there's absolutely zero shad around that I've heard of. There's some big ones up north, but nothing here.
No, nothing at all. There's been the odd ones, the odd big one, but nothing.
Worst shad season.
They went quite very quickly this season.
Yes, it's the worst shad season I've seen in 20. Well, I can't even say 20 years.
Yeah.
In my lifetime.
Well, I'd just like to flag out. Maybe it could be because of exploiting the fish over the years, and now we're seeing the effects. Anyway.
No, it's a shad.
It's a shad.
It's a shad.
All right. Warner Beach, your area. Heart Attack Hill. You got some fish the other day down there. You got some rockies?
There's been a lot of bream in that area. There's rock cod. Your normal rockfish around.
That Wilderpert has been crazy all over here.
From the south coast all the way up the Wilderpert.
Yeah.
That's one of those fish that you can say, I caught this year if you want to go and target him.
Yeah.
Fish for a bronze bream. And that Wilderpert, he doesn't play around. He's not like bronze bream that messes around with the bait. When you get the bite, you get the bite. You know it's him.
So no need for circle.
And he's way stronger when you hook him.
What would you fish with him for? What bait? Like normal bream baits? Or
he loves prawn.
Yeah?
He loves red bait.
Oh, yeah?
But prawn, definitely, you want to catch him with a prawn.
Okay, cool.
Because then you can target the bronze beam at the same time.
Well, of
if
course.
If you put a red bait on, the bronze beam don't eat it that well.
Yeah.
Not here.
So same size hooks and
thing
things as a bronze
exactly
bream.
the same.
Okay.
He's way stronger than a bronze bream. Yeah, no, he tussles. He
Really?
boxes properly. Yes.
Okay, well, I haven't got a decent size one.
Well, he's a cross between a blacktail and
a
a
bronzy.
I was going to say a stumpy, but yeah. Yeah.
All right, now moving down into Durban. So the harbour has been getting some grunter.
Lovely grunter.
Hey, Mike Pereira
Yeah,
got
you
a
know,
beauty the other day. And there's been a couple odd kingies in the harbour as well.
No, it's starting. Those fish are starting to trickle through now. Is what we want.
Yes, now we had
Starting to get
a good day down here just before the weekend when before that heavy rain started coming through and things. We got a couple greys. There were
a lot
some
of fish.
blues.
There were a lot of fish early on. They seem to have
yes.
fed
Daytime.
in the daytime.
Yeah.
On the dead low, when the tide started pushing, the water went warm, and of course the southwesterly came through, and that put the fish off.
Yeah, it came through before expected. I mean, it was supposed to have come through the next day, but it came through that evening. But we still got one or two fish. Now, apart from that, on the rock and surf side, that grey sharks on the light tackle boat, guys.
Oh, the light tackle boat, guys.
What was it,
This
211 milkies?
211 milkies, I think 27 grey sharks.
27 hammers.
27 hammers,
27
yes, that was
hammers,
it.
11 greys.
That's it.
So the sharks are here off our waters,
Well,
right?
that's what I want to talk to you about. As soon as that water comes, okay, when
Right,
we get
go.
there about the rain that's coming, the summer patterns.
Okay, save it for the forecast.
Save it for the forecast.
All right, now, huge news was on the offshore side. You must have heard about the
Yes.
Garrick boiling on Saturday out
Yeah,
here.
like you can't
It
believe.
was absolutely crazy. At the containers out of Durban, guys, the guy, it was insane with Garrick, right?
Not
And
just
then-
there, Mgeni as well, Umhlanga.
Okay. Yeah, so the Garrick were wild.
Yeah, they were
and,
everywhere.
and then on Sunday, well, the guys at the Garrick weren't quite. There were one or two that came out on the Sunday, but Saturday was the day. So the Garrick was wild. And then Brad told me, for some crazy reason, there is an insane amount of 74s out right now.
Yeah, those sieves
You know,
are
the one-
around.
Yeah, but
And
they're
they're big ones too. They're not
they're
small.
big.
Yeah,
but they
3,
are
4
still part of our red list. So, guys, when you
Can't
get
take
that,
'em.
put them right back.
Yeah, can't
you know,
take
take
'em.
a photo and put them back. Right, now moving up the north coast, we had some news from Suvika where he says there's been a lot of rockfish throughout that north coast area.
Definitely.
From
lot
Tinley
of
to
snook in
Tugela.
that, Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of snook in there coming out.
Lots of
Ciala,
snook came
that
out.
whole area.
Yeah.
Tilly Manor, there's some fish around.
Then there were one or two sharks, blackfin.
And a raggy.
And a raggy.
Summertime fish starting.
Yes.
Summertime.
Now, what did you hear about Richards Bay, St. Lucia?
St. Lucia, Mapela and Vidal, some big shad. It's the shad that we should have here, they seem to have there. And they're nice. They're the 3, 4 kilo, up to 5 kilo shad. Not a lot, but they are big. It's worth fishing for them up there.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right.
Been a lot of stumpies up there, a lot of pompona. I
Any
also
grunter?
wanted to... haven't heard too much
Because
about
this used to be the time of the
grunter
year for
run.
the grunter.
Yes, it doesn't seem to be happening at the moment.
Even with that river, I mean, the mouth
St.
open and
Lucia,
things.
I don't
no.
think the river's deep enough for them to start. Anyway.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, there's a lot of stone bream around, but big stone bream up north.
Okay.
We have to do a trip.
Ah,
We have to
when?
do it. Yeah, we can do a day trip sometime.
Okay. All right. Now on to the freshwater side of things. Well, the bass, there has been bass.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
I've
been
heard
some
of-
big bass.
Yeah. Okay, let's start off.
Let's start off with the bass you've had.
Okay. 2 fish over 5 kilos at Inanda on Sunday. Yes.
Inanda.
Inanda. 2 over 5 kilos. 5.2 and a 5.3.
What?
Yes.
Ay. Okay.
Oh, no.
All right. So I've heard of some fish off Albert Falls, but there were a lot of them averaging around the 2 kilo mark. The weather was a bit awkward this past weekend.
Yes, no, it was trying to say the least.
Trout wise, things there has been one or two
Quiet.
fish, but quiet. There hasn't over the last week there hasn't been enough rainfall. However, from the
100%.
last day or two,
Scaly.
oh, huge amounts,
They
guys! Look
started.
at the
Now-
images
now, you
on the
see,
side
now I
of the
get
screen.
excited.
Yeah, scalies are wild, and nice size fish.
We've had our rain, the rivers are up a little bit, they're starting to flow,
Yeah.
and that's why they're turning on. That's why I'm getting excited. You know what's going to happen next week?
What's gonna happen next
More
week?
scalies.
Okay, cool. All right, so that's on our freshwater side. Now, for what we all want to know, our forecast.
Okay, here we
Let's
go.
go.
So tomorrow we're going to have a howling southwesterly. The sea's going to get big.
Tomorrow is Thursday, guys.
Thursday,
Yeah.
yes. Friday and Saturday, we're going to have lots of rain. And that's why I say scalies.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's going to happen is the rivers are going to start flowing, the scalies are going to start feeding. But what it does is, off Durban, the Mgeni River will start flowing. All the dirty water will come out.
Yeah.
And most of our rivers down south coast. Now, bear in mind, it is a localized weather pattern for
Right.
the coast.
Yes,
Okay.
this is not happening.
Not really happening up
not-
country.
yeah.
So what it's going to do is it's going to flush those rivers. The dirty water is going to come out. It's going to bring all those sharks and skates in. That's why I said summertime patterns. They are now starting. So
That's what we can feel. We can feel
Yes.
that summer spirit coming over here.
now,
Yeah.
here we go.
Oh.
Monday, northeasterly. Tuesday, northeasterly. Woohoo!
Wednesday. Oh, that's the Heritage Day. Yeah.
Now, the fourth day of northeasterly will be
Wednesday. So, guys, we're doing this report on, well, today is Wednesday, the whatever it is. But anyway, it's Wednesday, but we're calling our report for next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
So, when we say our predictions are right, hold us to it and watch our socials next week, Wednesday, because we're going to be out and we're going to be getting some fish.
And it's going to be a howling northeasterly. You're going to battle to throw into it. But what that's going to do is that northeasterly going to bring the water, the rivers that have come down from Mgeni all the way down into the basin, into this area.
Yeah.
And it's going to bring the sharks and skates. And that's what we've been waiting for. So I can say now, summer's here.
I can say now, next Wednesday, we are getting fish at the basin. So although we're not going to have fish over this weekend, because you said what,
too
we're going
much
to have a bit of flooding, get ready, get prepared,
Yeah,
get
start
those
making
traces.
Yeah, Wednesday, definitely. Tuesday, maybe.
Yeah, it's a maybe.
And of course, if you start looking at freshwater, scaly.
Oh,
Tuesday, Wednesday,
absolutely.
Thursday.
And if
start looking at
that
it.
bass was anything to go by,
Well, what it's going to do is going to bring water into Albert Falls, in Nanda and that there.
Yes.
Once it starts rising, those bass move into shallows.
exactly,
And, of course,
and it's that
they start
time when
feeding.
that's the feeding time.
That's
Yeah,
when they start
absolutely.
feeding. That's it.
All
Okay.
right, so that's our fishing
That's
report.
it.
Hold us to it. Will we be right? I think we're gonna be right. I mean, we've
As
been right.
long as the weatherman.
Oh, well, the
prediction.
weatherman,
We
of
can only
course.
go on what the weatherman says, and it's looking good.
It's looking good. Summer's here, guys. Summer's here.
Yeah, definitely. You can see it. It's
All
here.
right, so that's our KZN fishing report for this week. It's Vanessa Green, it's Ray Thompson, it's Angler News SA, proudly brought to you by the Kingfisher, CMH Photon Pinetown, GPS Plastics, and Clone Lures.